and give up, never loses to a foe. I'm the one that could show to myself I could go all the way to the top, can't stop me. I'm a soldier, always closer till it's over. Older, but I'm bolder, moving forward, motor, never slower. Good to know ya, don't go make me drop my shoulder. You need to believe you can achieve everything that you dream. Everything that you need is in the air that you breathe. It's in the mind that you feed, it's in the time that you bleed. Every second of life is another blessing to me.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah, well all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's what you need when you're down, need when you're out. It's what you need when you're sad and when you feel left out. You feel an energy drought and then creeps out, but with a little bit of hope you can figure it out. Keep your head high even when you're down inside. Through the pain you fight and through the painful nights you keep striving, keep trying, keep driving, rising, keep thriving, surviving. Nothing's in your way but yourself. Don't need nobody's help. You can make it through this hell. Take it one step at a time, one step as you climb. If you fail you'll be fine. Get back up to the grind and never lose sight of your mission. Be driven. This life is a prison if you don't have vision. You're in it to win it, so get it, don't miss it. Your chances now, so be something somehow. Don't let yourself down. That's right. Sometimes all we really need is hope.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah, well all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something.
That's right. Let's go. Yeah, when you're feeling down and you're out, like you got nothing but doubt. You're alone in the crowd, just trying to figure it out. All of this cloud and this money got you feeling left out. Listen up to me now, every word that's out of my mouth. Wake up, it's me. You gonna follow your dreams, or are you just gonna be another cog in the scene? You feel the hope in this beat, yeah, the hope that you need to proceed and be exactly what you wanted to be. I feel right and I'm proud, hype and I'm loud. I'ma shout all about how I feel in the now. Ain't nobody ever gonna try to change me till I'm dead, pushing up daisies. I'm alone in the crowd, I won't feel down. I got hope right now and I know I'll be found. I don't really care just what all other haters gotta say. I know everything I do is gonna make them fade away.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah, well all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something, yeah, then all you really need is hope.
Take a look in the mirror, are you seeing some fear? You hear the voice in your ear, can you start to see clear? Are the bad thoughts near? Or can you be where your feet are when you stand right here and say no? I'm never gonna give up, I'm never gonna slow. The one that doesn't give up, never loses to a foe. The one that could show to myself I could go all the way to the top, can't stop me. I'm a soldier, always closer till it's over. Older, but I'm bolder, moving forward, motor, never slower. Good to know ya, don't go make me drop my shoulder. You need to believe you can achieve everything that you dream. Everything that you need is in the air that you breathe. It's in the mind that you feed, it's in the time that you bleed. Every second of life is another blessing to me.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah, well all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something,
let's go. Yeah, it's what you need when you're down, need when you're out. It's what you need when you're sad and when you feel left out. You feel an energy drought and then creeps out, but with a little bit of hope you can figure it out. Keep your head high even when you're down inside. Through the pain you fight and through the painful nights you keep striving, keep trying, keep driving, rising, keep thriving, surviving. Nothing's in your way but yourself. Don't need nobody's help. You can make it through this hell. Take it one step at a time, one step as you climb. If you fail you'll be fine. Get back up to the grind and never lose sight of your mission. Be driven. This life is is a prison if you don't have vision. You're in it to win it, so get it, don't miss it. Your chances now, so be something somehow. Don't let yourself down. That's right. Sometimes all we really need is hope.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah. Well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something.
That's right. Let's go. Yeah, when you're feeling down and you're out, like you got nothing but doubt, you're alone in the crowd, just trying to figure it out. All that is bad, and this money got you feeling left out. Listen up to me now, every word that's out of my mouth. Wake up, it's me. You're gonna follow your dreams, or are you just gonna be another cog in the scene? You feel the hope in this beat, yeah, the hope that you need to proceed and be exactly what you want it to be. I feel right, and I'm proud, hype and I'm loud. I'ma shout all about how I feel in the now. Ain't nobody ever gonna try to change me till I'm dead, pushing up daisies. I'm alone in the crowd, I won't feel down. I got hope right now, and I know I'll be found. I don't really care just what all other haters gotta say. I know everything I do is gonna make them fade away.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah. Well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something, yeah. Then all you really need is hope.
Take a look in the mirror, are you seeing some fear? You hear the voice in your ear, can you start to see clear? Are the bad thoughts near? Or can you be where your feet are when you stand right here and say no? I'm never gonna give up, I'm never gonna slow. The one that doesn't give up, never loses to a foe. The one that could show to myself I could go all the way to the top, can't stop me. I'm a soldier, always closer till it's over. Older, but I'm bolder, moving forward, older, never slower. Good to know ya, don't go make me drop my shoulder. You need to believe you can achieve everything that you dream. Everything that you need is in the air that you breathe. It's in the mind that you feed, it's in the time that you bleed. Every second of life is another blessing to me.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah. Well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something,
yeah. Let's go. Yeah, it's what you need when you're down, need when you're out. It's what you need when you're sad and when you feel left out. You feel an energy drought and then creeps out, but with a little bit of hope you can figure it out. Keep your head high even when you're down inside. Through the pain you fight and through the painful nights you keep striving, keep trying, keep driving, rising, keep thriving, surviving. Nothing's in your way but yourself. Don't need nobody's help. You can make it through this hell. Take it one step at a time, one step as you climb. If you fail, you'll be fine. Get back up to the grind and never lose sight of your mission. Be driven. This life is a prison if you don't have vision. You're in it to win it, so get it, don't miss it. Your chances now, so be something somehow. Don't let yourself down. That's right. Sometimes all we really need is hope.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah. Well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something.
That's right. Let's go. Yeah, when you're feeling down and you're out, like you got nothing but doubt, you're alone in the crowd, just trying to figure it out. All of this cloud and this money got you feeling left out. Listen up to me now, every word that's out of my mouth. Wake up, it's me. You're gonna follow your dreams, or are you just gonna be another cog in the scene? You feel the hope in this beat, yeah, the hope that you need to proceed and be exactly what you want it to be. I feel right and I'm proud, hype and I'm loud. I'ma shout all about how I feel in the now. Ain't nobody ever gonna try to change me till I'm dead, pushing up daisies. I'm alone in the crowd, I won't feel down. I got hope right now, and I know I'll be found. I don't really care just what all other haters gotta say. I know everything I do is gonna make them fade away.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, just want you to trust me if you wanna be something.
Are you seeing some fear? You hear?
Holy crap, that was quite the start. So many things just broke. But hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Oh my god. Also, chat, do I have it? I don't. We're gonna go straight into the game, and we'll start just chatting in a sec. I just want you to experience what I've had to listen to while I've been trying to fix stuff for the last 10 minutes. I'm just gonna let you guys experience it for a sec. I don't have stuff set up. Hold up. It'd help if I had everything set up. No, 10-minute wait screen, I still don't have stuff ready. Today is a mess. Okay. I'm just gonna let you guys listen. This is what I've been listening to for the last 10 minutes while I've been getting things ready. Hope you guys enjoy it. So much fun. Right, okay. Let me turn down the hairs, because oh my god, I am losing my mind. Let us unmute Chrome. Hey Sakura, you made it! Heck yeah. I'm having such a time. Everything's breaking. But welcome in. How are you not in class? Still on the way home, I see. You should save your data. Why does the music stop? What's going on today? Yeah, Sakura, that's fine, you know? You don't want to be here right now anyway, everything's broken. Why have I got new music all of a sudden? You finished early? Heck yeah. Minecraft. Okay, imagine. It's Minecraft. We don't have to pay attention to the Minecraft. Minecraft's just there to keep me entertained while I'm talking. Because today's just a just chatting stream. Don't you worry. It's a playlist and yet it didn't... Wait. Oh, whatever. Thank you, YouTube. It's Minecraft, but we've got some topics to talk about because I put them in Discord and now I'm obliged to talk about them. Haha. Don't worry. Minecraft streams aren't fun for anyone, I know. Which is why we do it, it's just chatting. Hopefully that sounds okay. That should be good. I can't really hear. All I hear is the hairs. He's like, I'm not allowed to say that. That's copyright Ty. I'm getting trouble. I'll have Ty's cheese lawyers on my doorstep. Right, I have to leave while I'm still sorting things up. This room is so loud. Stay away from me. Get away from the noise. Okay, there we go. Okay, also exactly, we don't want that. We want to let him sleep. Or whatever he gets up to. Right. Okay. I think we're good. Hopefully we're good. As I, move stuff around on my desk, because everything's a mess right now. I drank half my tea just getting things to start working. What did I start? I'm gonna do this in order of what I said on Discord, just to make things easy for me to remember. What did I say first? Okay, so it goes in that order. Got it. As good as you can be with my Minecraft. You know what? Fair. Fair. Thank you, Sakura. Enjoy your book. Travel home, I guess. Sakura, how dare you? You know the command. So, I think we can do the just chatting stuff now while I kind of aimlessly wander around on Minecraft. Last time we streamed Minecraft, we discussed a lot of cancel culture and Twitch being and VTubers getting in trouble and people using the VTuber tag and all of that. Especially people with big audiences using the VTuber tag. So we're starting off with today's topic of being like, as someone with a big platform, is it your responsibility to be morally right or like morally good? I guess would be the better way of saying it. So like, I should have planned what I was actually gonna say rather than just the fucking topic. That would have been smart. But you've got lots of VTubers at the moment getting into trouble for things they've done a long time ago, or things they've said and their communities have taken it in the wrong way and all of that. So, once you've got a big platform, is it your responsibility to be careful what you say? Job of the employer to enforce morals. Okay, but failing that, is it not your job as a influencer, someone who has a big platform, some of the bigger streamers, to look after, make sure your community is not like harassing people, or you're like making sure you don't set a bad example? Or is it all on Twitch? And is it your responsibility to be careful on how you word things? For example, I will take some of the drama we spoke about last time in that in the person with streaming on the VTuber tag with sexual nature content. A streamer called Nux posted about it, and his community sent hate to that person. Is it Nux's fault that that happened? Should he have been more careful in what he said, or is he free of blame? And I'm trying my best to not get distracted. Because, like... Hey Lisa, good luck in your Minecraft. I'm a bit of both, right. The hard one, that's the point of these streams, haha. Because, in my opinion... Yes, like... Actually, I need that. You have to be careful what you say, definitely. Like, if I went on Twitter today and posted something harmful, or sent say I was a bigger streamer and I sent a community after someone, that would be obviously bad. But say I say something like, hey, this person's kinda doing bad stuff, they're morally wrong, all of this stuff, and then people go and attack that person. Like, am I to blame for that happening? You do press awful stuff, you call me Panker? That's just truth, you know? But then if... I know this happens anyway, so this is a perfect example, thank you, Majin. If then everyone that follows me starts calling you a penguin, and starts attacking you for being... that... starts coming to your stream... starts going into your DMs and calling you a penguin and really pushing that, is that my fault? Should I be punished for that? Should I be cancelled for that? I think probably not. Because then it's the individual's fault. Although I did start the problem. I should have a better plan on what I was going to say, but here we are. I'm still so sleepy. It's like... everyone has freedom of speech, but you are wrong in saying it. And people are wrong to push it. Okay. But... okay, I'm going to use Piranha as an example, because I think he's the best way of doing this, especially as he's got a younger audience. Like, Billy makes a joke on Twitter. He jokingly makes fun of you, imagine. And then his community takes that to a new level. Like, is it Billy's responsibility to stay safe? Like, be careful what he says and be careful to... isn't that how newspapers use networks and older? That is a fair point. I think... oh god, that's quite the chunk. I need to change that. Because I think... that's solely there for the topic I have for the second half. I think you should be allowed to post whatever you want, definitely. I also think if you have a platform, you should take responsibility in knowing that you have a lot of people that are going to see that and take it in certain ways, and you need to be careful not to... basically not to do a call to action. Right? Like... the thing that influences people have changed, but the things haven't changed. Okay, say I have a platform and I start a religion. That's wrong, right? And we're getting into very dangerous territory. I knew I'd get myself cancelled today. I haven't even gotten to the part that I thought I would get cancelled. Next Aku, I'm 50%. Honestly, I took the side of... they posted something highlighting an issue. They highlighted the issue, and that's awesome. Could their wording have been a bit better? Probably. But I don't think it's his fault for the backlash that person received afterwards. I think that's still the fault of the people who went and did that. I don't think that should have been... like, definitely you need to be careful with wording, especially when you've got a platform like that. But at the same time, highlighting that issue, that's important. I think if people get too scared of speaking out about these things because they don't want someone to get like attacked by their communities or whatever, then nothing's going to get highlighted. Like, no one breaking the rules or no like loopholes in the system would ever be exposed, and that would be a problem. But yeah, it's one of those like everyone's in the wrong, but also not like. There's a lot of people that get cancelled over like this. I've seen this a few times on Twitter now, fucking Twitter, where it's someone makes a joke and that joke gets taken wrong, or that joke gets out of hand and that person gets cancelled because of what their communities did. I don't think that's right. Well, the person on the side there. The person on the other side is wrong on so many levels. But at the same time, you know, morals. Twitch is allowing it at the end of the day. Like, Twitch is just going, you know what, this is fine. So if kind of expected for people to exploit it, it's not good, and that person should be taken down and it's definitely in the wrong, but... Hey Princess K-pop, welcome in! I'd have auto using the tag, now it's fine. The issue they did was not steal stuff, they then acted like they were innocent. Yeah. But they use the VTuber tag, you know what, fine, Twitch isn't gonna do anything. Like, it's morally wrong, but you do you. The other stuff, the way they acted on Twitter, saying how it's so easy to steal views, and you just need to steal, all you need to do is use the tag and steal some art. And that's just, it's grim. Don't do that, don't steal art, don't be a dick. Also, I keep seeing, like, I was talking about this on our voice chat, and we actually went to the top of Twitch, and we looked down. We just scrolled through Twitch for a little while. We found that person doing more sus stuff. They even had their title called "How is this allowed on Twitch?" Surrounded by a few other people just going overly sexual with their content. And just like, ah. Yeah, the whole, like, stealing of the art and all of that. The fact that you can do that and then brag about that's how you've done it, that, look at me, I've got all these viewers, look at me, I'm amazing, all I did is steal some art. And being proud of that? That feels weird, man. Okay, Majin, no problem. Enjoy your lurk. And it's a penguin, not an orca. I see that, princess. But then, I think... because I'm getting very close to repeating what I said last stream, we're gonna change it up a bit. Like, if you've got this platform, at the end of the day, be careful, but it's not really your responsibility to, like, dictate how your community's gonna act. Your community's gonna act without your intents in mind quite a lot. But even before you get that community, you should be acting with respect. Which brings me to the next topic. Haha! What a seamless segue, totally not forced at all. Which is respecting culture as a VTuber, and being careful and... well, not careful, that's the wrong wording. Being respectful of different ways of life and different ways of thinking. Which brings me to something I saw on Twitter, and this is what we're going to discuss today. Maybe not directly, because again, I'm trying to do this respectfully. I don't want to accidentally disrespect someone, because I don't fully understand all the cultures involved in all of that. But I saw someone talking about how it's disrespectful to use certain mythological creatures as a VTuber model. Now, of course, I'm an angel, so I've got to be... I know my stance on this just because of what my model is anyway. But is it wrong to use mythological or religious, like, or just models with cultural meaning? Is that disrespectful? Should it be looked down on? Should it be banned? Oh, let's do this real quick. Multitasking's hard. So the series of tweets was something like, I think it was Wendigos. I apologize if, like, I know they censored the word when they were writing the tweet, so I apologize if it's disrespectful to actually say the word. I don't understand, I don't fully know the culture. I tried to look it up and didn't really find much. So, take it from here on out, stream element spot, warning, everything I say is meant with respect, it's meant all of that good stuff. I don't mean any disrespect by this, I'm genuinely curious what people think and I want to give some thoughts into this. But the idea was that Wendigos shouldn't be a VTuber model because it's culturally insensitive. It's culturally it's something that in the culture they're from is feared and should not be spoken about. And yet you've got all these VTubers that are using this model, or these models, depicting these creatures. Is that something that shouldn't be allowed? And I'm not sure how I stand on this, because this can be taken to all cultures. Of course you want to respect people, you want to make sure everyone's okay and safe and all of that, but I want to know where the line is. Am I disrespect? This is why I think if I ever get cancelled, this is the stream. I'm an angel VTuber. Am I disrespecting religious people by taking this? We're talking culture imagine. Aha. Disrespecting certain cultures by depicting mythological or religious creatures. So, am I disrespecting religious people by using this model? Are the people using the Wendigo models in the wrong? No. Because of course you've got everything that came out on Twitter, like, hey, don't use this, don't do this, this is wrong, you're disrespecting your culture. It's not history, it's more like insensitive to a culture or a belief, rather than if that origins, no one owns them. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning, but it's hard to... Because you've got people saying, hey, you shouldn't use this type of model. Basically, this is coming from, I don't know if you saw it, Martian, but people talking about the use of Wendigo models. Because that's insensitive to the to where they're from. Because of their origins. And I'm just kind of stemming off of that, because I don't want to talk too much about that in specific, just because I don't know much about that culture, and I don't want to offend. So I'm kind of taking it more to what I know. Trying acting a cultural belief and acting it in a negative light, then that's wrong. Okay, say you're a wholesome VTuber, which is hard to imagine, I know. You're doing everything right, you're really respectful and all that, but you have this model that portrays something from a culture that the culture usually doesn't like being portrayed. Are they still in the wrong? Like, they're being respectful in terms of they're not doing anything wrong. Then there's no negativity around them, but they do still have this creature that they probably that might be considered offensive to have. This is why I use my model as an example, because I don't fully understand the full stories behind things. That's a general thing like angels, which are covered in many cultures' beliefs, and making your own way of it. So is it fine as long as you make it your own then? I apologise for using Wendigo as an example. I don't fully understand it, but I think it's the best one to go, since that's what's been on Twitter. Let's say I use that, but change it to make it slightly different to what it normally would be. Am I still in the wrong there? Is it still being insensitive because it's based on that, but... Now, like, being a Japanese guy, and I'm pretending to be Japanese, I'd say that's wrong. So, yeah. I think it's very easy to say that in terms of, if you're trying to pretend to be from a different culture, like as a personal, like not your model, not your creature who your creature is based on or anything like that, just you, then that's straight up just wrong. Like, I'm not gonna turn around and start saying I'm anything other than British, because that'd be a little bit weird, and it'd be very insensitive and all that. I've got the worst wording today. But at the same time, it's more the models that I'm kind of focusing on, because that's where the issue tends to lie. Oh, good. Okay, just ignore that. Because there's a deeply religious person that comes into my channel, and forget my model right now, but I'm depicting a either biblically accurate angel or a demon from the Bible or something like that. Am I in the wrong for disrespecting their beliefs? Especially if I'm depicting a demon. Haha. Because I'm showing this evil creature or something with evil connotations in a positive light. There's some beliefs and stuff that say it's wrong to do it in that culture, then you do it, then that's wrong. But, let's switch to Twitter real quick, so I want to see the wording of this. Because I don't know the culture, I haven't been able to find anything about the culture. And I want to see what they said, see if it was actually the culture or just them saying it. See if I can find the tweet. Let's chat. I forgot to put this on at the start of the screen, so while I'm tapping out, I'll do that as well. Oop. There we go. How about that? So, let me get the Twitter. I think the idea was, from memory, because I can't find the tweet right now, this creature, it was something that locals would actually censor the name of, never mind the actual picture. From what I've read. Again, I don't know. So is it then wrong to depict it? But at the same time, this creature has also been in tons of mainstream media. And when I've tried to Google it to find the origins and where this has come from, all I've been able to find is mainstream media appearances. So is the fact that it's been in mainstream media make it okay? Or is it still disrespectful? Probably, but probably disrespectful. I can't remember who tweeted it. That was really sad. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it again. Oh, I'm not getting enough levels from that. I do not want to stay here. I think of another culture where I could use this. Oh, the example I'm gonna take may be seen as very insensitive, and I apologize if that's the case, but hopefully it's not. So I know from a very long time ago when I was actually in school, I'm old now, that certain religions said it was wrong to depict prophets or gods. So if you had a character based on a prophet from that religion, that would be wrong. So would it then kind of go into the same way of, well, some people find this offensive, whether or not it's actually in the culture or not. I kind of took a fucking leap there. I don't know where I was going with that. Like, that's of course wrong, and then you're depicting a god deity from religion where it states that it's wrong to do it, then you're wrong. Of course. I think... Okay, what about just a prophet in general then? This religion might get offended by it because you're depicting a... Probably wouldn't, but we're going with this thought process anyway. You have someone who's seeing that you're presenting yourself as a prophet for your VTuber character, and they get offended by that because of their own beliefs or their own religion. But it's only this one person. Like, it's not in the culture or anything. Are you in the wrong for upsetting that one person? Especially if you have a proper platform. Prophet in general, no. But you've just upset someone, imagine. You've just made someone very sad. They're offended that your model is what it is. You should be cancelled for that. Please bear in mind I'm playing Devil's Advocate, this is not my belief. Religion or faith do not own the definition to a word. Okay, and this is very common in VTubers, so this one should be very easy to talk about. Depicting yourself as a god. You're showing yourself to be a god, you talk about yourself in that way. For the sake of your VTuber. But people take that as you going against their religion. How dare you depict yourself as a god? There's only one true god, or whatever other belief. Are you in the wrong? You've just upset a load of people for that. Topic is to model and name sampling. Prophet written in Hebrew. And I say I'm a Hebrew god, that's wrong. So is it fine as long as you don't specify what religion it's from? Or have a specific religion in mind when you're making it? You're still upsetting people. Because hey, there's only one true god in their belief, and you're depicting a different god. Whether it be fictional or not. Oh. If you claim to be god of cheese and all cheese, that should be fine. Sorry, Ty. But in doing that, you're upsetting someone. You can't be the god of cheese, there's only one. I'm going in circles, and I apologise. I struggle with this. I should have chosen a bit of an easier topic. Like, say someone came into your channel, Masha. Most beliefs say that you should respect other beliefs, so if anything, they're the ones who are respecting themselves. That's an interesting point, because this is something that gets overlooked quite a lot. By minorities, of course, always minorities, but... because a lot of people are very respectful. But those people, the vocal minority, especially on Twitter, that are saying all of these things, does it make their claim any less valid? Now, culture is different, yeah. I did want to make sure I separated them a little bit. It's just I could talk easier. I had an easier time talking about religion than culture, just because I understand culture better than religion better than culture. Just because I'm British. I don't know other cultures. I can't really talk about many other cultures. It's not something that I've experienced. I've never left this country, and it's something I want to experience. But it's why I kind of sidestepped the culture side of things. But my thing with culture is there are mythological beings in some cultures. Where is the line between it being okay to depict some mythological creatures, or if a culture shares the same being, okay, which can happen. I think it happens in like a couple crossovers. You have a crossover belief. the same creature but two different beliefs surrounding it. One says you can depict it, it's all fine. Another says, don't you dare, do not depict this creature. Are you in the wrong for depicting it? Because hey, this culture says it's fine. But another one, no, that's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, it's one of those tricky ones, because like, of course you always want to be respectful of people, and you want to make sure you're not offending anyone. But at the same time, you're always going to offend someone, let's be honest. You just need to be respectful of the majority, I guess would be the best way to say it. I think it's definitely an interesting one though. Especially from a VTuber point, because there is a lot of people that do this. Rugby says not, so if you don't do it, then you're not respecting culture A. But how is it not respecting culture A? Because A says it's fine, that you're completely allowed to. It's not disrespectful not to, though. You'd only be disrespecting B by doing it. And it causes this kind of awkward... You're disrespecting one culture, but the other one is fine. Do what you want, it's all good. Everything else. Oh, I'm almost at that. It's an interesting topic, especially at the moment, because there's so much. VTubing is becoming bigger and bigger, and there's more and more different models. The creativity of the VTuber community is crazy. There's so many different models, so many different cultures, like models based on different cultures and ways of thinking, and just imaginative things. And I think you are going to step on some toes in that. So if you go out of your way to respect culture B, then is that not respecting culture A by not going out of your way for them? But we're saying culture A doesn't care either way, right? You're respecting culture B's beliefs, like culture A doesn't really care if you do it either way. As it is kind of like you're respecting one belief over the other, I guess, but Imagine you've caught me in a loop, I don't know. Ah. I guess it's one of those things where it's just going to be constantly argued and nobody's going to have a real answer, because this is something new. You had a model that culture A was okay with and culture B was not. It's a never-ending circle. So do you avoid both cultures altogether? You don't go anywhere near either of them. But then if you do that, you've got a culture that gets no... Like nobody ever learns about the culture, nobody ever finds out about the culture, because everyone's too scared to go anywhere near it. They don't want to disrespect A, or they don't want to disrespect B. And you're just kind of... There's one thing I will say, and the VTubing community is amazing at spreading culture. You learn so much from being on Twitch, as long as you're actually willing to talk to people. Like, you do learn about new cultures because you see these new creatures based on various different things, and you're like, oh, okay, so this is for this. That's cool. majority of the time it's not cultural religious, it's the issue of gatekeeping. That's an interesting point. So, is gatekeeping a certain community if that community's quite a closed off place? Wrong. This actually works quite well with the tweet I was trying to reference. So, hey, say your culture. I'm gonna take Native America as an example, just because it's the one off the top of my head, and I think it works quite well. That culture's been suppressed, and it's had all of these horrible things in history. So now people try and gatekeep it. They try and close it off because they want to protect what's left of it. Is it wrong to do that? They don't want people coming in and like depicting this or taking it into mainstream media. It says, hey, this is ours. We've got very little left after everything that's happened in history. Let us have this to ourselves. I really need to extend like the length between those. It's so big as well. It covers half my screen. I guess it's a difficult example, but no, like gatekeeping in some circumstances, is it really that bad? Playing devil's advocate for a lot of this, please don't cancel me. Haha. Because like, if there's a lesser known community and it's lesser known because of horrible things that have all happened, hey, I'm just gonna, take this. I'm gonna use this for myself. First and foremost, we're all humans. We're equal, and while history has been bad to many cultures, oh my god, I can't read. The hope is we as people, as the human race, move on and unite. We should remember to learn from the past and use knowledge of the bad and the good to benefit the world we have for everyone. Unfortunately, gatekeeping will never be beaten. Yeah. So of course, people uniting and especially under different ways of thinking, that's amazing. And when that happens, every now and then, it's very rare at the moment, but when that happens, the feeling you get from that is awesome. But at the same time, you do have people that see it as protecting their own culture or protecting this thing they hold dear. Not saying they're necessarily in the right, but if they feel the need to protect it, should that be respected to some level? Either be gatekeeping by many, people of power, or people who use guilt. Yeah. I'm mainly focusing on the guilt, but all accurate. Another one would be gatekeeping LGBT. We're going off of YouTube for a second. The gatekeeping in that community can be, it's well known. It's quite a big thing that happens. To certain people, you know? As an asexual person, I feel that way too real, but here we are. Like, hey, you don't fit into this category, you can't be a part of this. Or you don't fit into my definition of this category, you don't... You've also got the issue of... Okay, I'm this person, I want to be in this community, but I'm not actually part of this community in the same way as most people would think. Hey, I want to be part of this community, I don't want to support it, I want to be actively a part of it, but I'm straight. Using that as an example. Also switching to this just because I think it's easier to talk about something you know. And then we can either link it back, but... It should some communities be protected from certain things in the way of gatekeeping. Basically, this is Heaven does morals, but badly. Oops. When will we get an ideal? An ideal world? No, but when we can actually... Yeah. But ideally, in an ideal world, we wouldn't have all these separate communities, you know? We'd all be together, we'd all be one, we'd all understand each other. But let's be honest, the world will end before that happens, so... So we still have these minorities, and these minorities like to protect each other, and they like to protect themselves. Is that so bad? And going back to the VTuber drama, they were saying, you know, these things have been put in mainstream media a ton, and that should be bad. Is that just gatekeeping? Like, should mainstream media be allowed to depict these cultures and beliefs in any way they want, so long as it's respectful to the original community and not, or original culture, and not what people think? I did that wrong. Haha, difficult. I could have picked so many other topics, but no, we went hard today. Kind of works. Tea break. I don't know. It's definitely interesting. Like, the idea of gatekeeping and the idea of these closed off communities, I find it really interesting. The way people think about these, it's interesting to look at. Also, plus it's also really cool to learn about, because I do want to learn about more cultures, and I hope I can do that as I get older. Because I've been very closed off to the world growing up, and I want to change that. I want to find out about these cultures, I want to know about these things, but am I wrong to do that? Like, oh no, how dare you try and learn about this thing? That you shouldn't do that. You're not a part of it, why are you trying to get involved in it? You're just doing it because it's popular, or you're just doing it because... doing it for clout. Oh god. I general. The short emphasis I'm gonna look is this: the world and people in general don't like change, could say they fear it. But interest minority. You wish to change the status quo is amazing, but the issue is people fear the change they don't control. And they believe people who aren't like them are unable to help them get the change they want. Yeah, and that's the issue of them versus us. And that's a huge issue, and it's something I really enjoyed looking at in my spare time, because I enjoy looking at psychology papers and things. The idea of there's them, and there's us. And we shouldn't be like them, or they shouldn't be like us, because, hey, this is our thing. And that will always be a thing. That will always be the case. That's how humans think, unfortunately. I'd love to change that, but people, like Imagine said, they're terrified of change. Also, Imagine, I hope you enjoy your look. Thank you for joining, and thank you for helping out with the conversation. It'd be we've gone for an hour, it'd be an hour of me trying to fucking say one sentence at this point. It's like, the fear of change is interesting, and it's something we all face. I think everyone's afraid of change, there's no thing around that, but we also all want to see change. I don't think there's anyone other than... Actually, no, there's nobody in this world that doesn't want to see change to some degree. It might not all be good change, but at the same time, they're scared of that change happening. Or they're scared of changes surrounding that may, like, have a knock-on effect. It's curious to see how people go around that. Like, it's the idea of, every time something changes in the world, someone voices their negative opinion about it, something new, that's scary, that's bad. And we can use games as an example of that. I think that's quite a good way of doing it. Like, when a new version of a game comes out and there's all these new features and stuff, at first, oh no, that's bad, that's change, we don't want that, go back to the original thing. And then some time passes and, oh yeah, this is actually good. Or, a lot of the time, and this is happening so much in the gaming community at the moment, oh, people don't want to see new things, these new games don't work, they don't sell, let's keep making rebrands because people are scared of change, they don't want to see this really new cool idea. No matter how good you make it, people won't want it. That's new and that's scary, let's just keep to the stuff we know. Let me stay away from all that. It's a really interesting thing. Like, everyone's like done it at some point in their lives, myself included. Like, there's always been a point where good change you've thought of as something bad because you're scared of it. You're scared of this big change. You're scared of the world changing to be something better because you don't know what that entails. You're scared of them, those people who aren't like you, coming in and changing everything to be something that you're not used to be something uncomfortable or different. And I think you can see that, especially in older generations, like something doesn't fit the status quo. That's bad, that should be mocked, that should be stared at. Damn. Like, I don't understand this, so I'm scared of it. We can go back to the LGBTQ stuff with that. Like, people who have a negative opinion of that community and all that tend to not understand it. And then as soon as they start to understand it, or they, for whatever reason, begin to research and learn about this, which, let's be honest, very rarely happens, they're suddenly like, oh yeah, this is fine, this is cool, this is just people being people. But you just need to kind of get over that hurdle of fear. Because fear drives the human race so much in life. Like, a lot of change and bad things and good things happen because of fear. It is an incredible motivator, for better or for worse. Usually worse. But it also hinders us quite badly. It prevents people uniting together, and it prevents the change that needs to happen in the world. Or at least slows it down, because things do change, and it just takes a while. And people may not be okay with that, people may struggle to understand the changes, or understand what's happening, but it still happens. And you just kind of have to get over this hurdle of, oh no, it's new and I'm scared. And for a lot of people, that's very difficult. Because why a lot of new things, when they come out, and going back to like platforms and games and stuff, something new's out, let's hate it, let's hate on it. And then that goes from, oh, I'm scared of it, I'm gonna make fun of it, to, oh, look at all these people making fun of it, that must be the cool thing to do, let's make fun of it. And they bandwagon. And we're going through all of it today. Oh, it's new and it's scary, and look at all these other people that are scared of it, and acting out because they're scared of it. I'm justified in thinking this way, so I'm not going to change how I believe. I'm not going to try and fix my issues. I'm not going to try and, overcome my fears because I'm justified in thinking this way. So look at all these other people, they think it too, so I can't be in the wrong. I found a whole community that think like I do. Actually, I think that's a good segue into my another topic that I was actually planning on saving for next time I stream, but I think it works quite well today. In conspiracy theories, you find this thing, this community, and you bandwagon off of it, because hey, you're scared of something, and this community validates you, it makes you feel better, so you follow down this rabbit hole, and you end up joining into conspiracy theories and following those and pushing that agenda. And you just kind of join into this vicious cycle of, I'm scared of it, I don't understand it. There's this thing here that validates my beliefs, let's just continue this. This idea is good. I'm gonna get struck down so fast off of Twitch, but a good example of this is anti-vax. I'm scared of this new technology, I'm scared of what they're putting inside me. I found this community over on Facebook, they all believe the same things I do. I must be right, because I've got these other people that are afraid of it, or afraid, or misunderstanding what's happening with this. I'm in the right, I must push my beliefs to make sure nobody gets hurt, or nobody else makes the mistake of getting this horrible creation. Let me just push my views, because I found people that did the same, and now I can see the light and I can see it's wrong. Let me just show other people it's wrong. And it follows this circle and it snowballs, and then you have this huge community of people that are potentially dangerous to themselves and others. And I'm so getting heckin' in trouble for that, but here we are. Look at this. Well, I must admit, like, I do find those communities fascinating. I don't agree with them, obviously, like, please, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, all that good stuff. But I do find communities, like, the anti-vax or the flat earth, so fascinating. Like, their way of thinking, I would love to understand it. There goes Blocks here. I would love to understand how the way people think around those things. Like, what drives you to believe that or think that way? Is it genuinely just the fear of it? Or the misunderstanding or the, lack of education surrounding the topic? And in that vein, should we be doing more to educate people about these things? I'm so surprised that I haven't been hit yet. Right. Yeah, I got stuff, too much stuff. Right, one thing I'll say is I am so fascinated by psychology and the way people think, especially around these topics. That's why I'm doing these streams. I'm gonna be honest. I love getting people's opinions and talking about these things. I love to see how other people think about it. Like, hearing other people's beliefs and the way they think is something that I enjoy. Even if I don't necessarily agree or believe in the same things. I think that's it's a good way to look at the world. Because you want to learn all about other people and you want to, try and understand them. Even if what they do may be a little different to you. Granted, that's not reflective of all things, because again, like, there are harmful practices. And these things need to be put in check, they need to be educated, they need to learn. That, hey, this isn't okay, or hey, I understand that you may not fully understand this thing, or hey, I know you may be scared of this issue, but it's a thing. Here's the facts, come to your own conclusion, but please be safe. And that's a huge issue here. Sorry. There's meant to be more podcasty things, not focusing on Minecraft, but I'm struggling right now. Yeah, that works. Okay. I've kind of boxed myself into a corner now, because I don't know where to take this. The idea, I mean, not the Minecraft. Which means I think it's a good time for a topic change. What else did I have written down? Because of course I planned this, because otherwise it would be a few hours of silence. I hope I haven't run out of stuff already. I had more stuff, where's it gone? Crap. Okay, one thing I'll say, and we'll stick with this topic for now, just because I can't think of anything else right now, from what I've seen. You've got this community that is potentially definitely misinformed, or like slightly afraid of new technologies or new ways of thinking about the world. Is it wrong to hate on those people? Like, because communities like that get a heck ton of hate online. Is it wrong for people to do that? Should you be more understanding of people that may not fully have the same education as you or same understanding of the world as you? Even if it's harmful, should you be approaching it in more of a kind manner? No. Because you've got all of these people that hate, or like, not hate's not the right word. Very aggressive towards these communities that, granted, they are being harmful to other people, they are doing all these things that they shouldn't do. But are you not just spurring them on by being extremely aggressive towards these people? Should you not try to be more understanding and try and, like, hey, I understand that's your belief, but please understand that this is hurting people, and here's all the information, please read through it, please understand. I know it's hard to do that, because a lot of people are steadfast in their beliefs, and people don't like changing their beliefs or admitting they're wrong. But at the same time, isn't it a better way of approaching things to be like, hey, I understand you're scared of this or don't understand this, but please, here's the facts. Just read through them and then come to a conclusion, rather than following this Facebook group and just deciding with them because, hey, they believe what you do. Rather than, hey, you know, fuck you, fuck everything. You're a horrible human being, you're the worst kind of person. How dare you think this way? Is that not more helpful? Because, like, okay, this person's aggressive towards me. I don't have to listen to them. They're just proving this community that I'm in right. That, hey, they're all wrong. They've got all these issues because they've had this vaccine, or they believe in the Earth being round, or whatever other issue, or any other conspiracy, or misinformed community. I don't know. It's an idealistic view, but I believe like a little bit more compassion by everyone, and maybe we can start to understand each other. It probably never happen because the world's not ideal, and people won't ever get on or understand other views or make an attempt to understand people's views. But a little bit more compassion, and maybe the world will start getting back together. Probably won't, but ha, ideals. As I open Twitter, because I'm sure I'll find a new fucking topic as soon as I look at Twitter. I always do. Let's have a look. Don't think I can really say anything else more on that. It's just, you know, be respectful, be nice to each other. Da-da-da. Trying to find. I saw a tweet earlier and I can't remember it, but it looked like something I was going to talk about and I just completely forgot about it. I can't find it. Here's the last serious topic I can find. Like, we've gone hard today and we've gone very deep. Let's get something light. Something a little less, oh god, everything's gonna fall apart if I say the wrong words. I think a lot of the things I want to talk about, I covered either today or last time anyway. Because we've spoken about copying it, and I think I made my stance kind of clear on that. I totally not just because I saw Mr. Beast 3 and it made me think of copying. Totally not. Da da da. The one time Twitter isn't having a huge argument and the VTuber community's not on fire is the one time where I'm trying to find something to talk about. Crap, dropped my phone. I made a note on Discord. Can I find it? Apparently not. This is not how I thought it would go. So note to self, get more than like 2 topics for a stream, because that's just not gonna work. Especially when you choose topics that you have a hard time talking about because you don't understand them enough. You know, big brain over here. Okay, I know what we're going to talk about. And it's something that everyone is guilty of, so this isn't going to be is it right or is it wrong? Because I think we all know the answer to it, but we all do it anyway. And that's... You have these VTubers, I'm going to use VTubers because it's just the easiest, that have certain models, and say you don't like that model. That's the only... Like, the person's great, or you don't even know the person, you open Twitch one day, someone you've been watching has raided someone, so you go and check them out. The first thing you see is their model, and you don't personally like the model, so you click off. You don't have any idea what the content's like, you don't have any idea what the person's like. Just the model, and you click off. Is that bad? Like, is it bad that you're not giving this person a chance just because, like, hey, they might not be able to afford the best model or the best design right now, and just because of that, hey, no, you don't get a chance anymore. If I mess this up. Huh. Because I think a lot of people, especially in our community, will do this. Myself included at times, I'll admit to that. Like, you've got this person, you've had an awesome stream, like you've been watching Imagine Orca stream, you've called him a penguin, life is great. And he rates a streamer you've never seen before there, and perhaps they haven't even hit affiliate yet. All hypothetical, I promise. I'm putting that out there now, because I don't know if Imagina's done that recently or not. I'm just using him as an example. And then, like, hey, this person might be cool, but they've got a PNG that was drawn in MS Paint. They haven't had the chance to be able to commission someone, and they don't have the talent, not the right word, they don't have the confidence to draw their own PNG properly, so it's just a scribble on Paint. But you see that, and you click off. You don't give them a chance, you don't hear what they have to say, you don't see the content. Is that bad? Are we potentially, missing out on a ton of awesome content and keeping certain community streamers as like small streamers just because hey, I don't like how that looks? And this can be true outside of VTuber community as well, This can be because of people's appearances in real life. Or the way someone sounds, that tends to be a big one. Is it wrong to make those judgments? Because we all make them. Whether it be consciously or subconsciously, we all make those judgments. There's no denying that. But in doing so, and not being able to overcome those biases, are we then shutting the door on someone who could be a very talented person, could be a very interesting and fun person to be around? But no, you don't have a good enough model. Goodbye. Oh no, I'm sorry, I don't like the way you have your stream set up. I'm not gonna watch this. Or I'm not gonna experience what you have to say, not gonna listen to your message. Is that so bad? I do have a stance on this, but I'm gonna keep that for now. Because this can also be outside of Twitch, it can be your real life. You see how someone looks, they may not have the same way of life as you, and they may not, have the same values as you. So you just see this person, you don't like how they look, or you don't like their voice. So, you know what? Who cares what my message is? Goodbye. I don't want to listen to you, you're different from me. Is that something we, as humanity, in general, need to try and overcome? Or is it just something that everyone does, and you just kind of have to move on from it and deal with that being a fact of life? So I'll say, those of you that have seen a picture of me on my Twitter or at any point during my time as a VTuber, I have, of course, been judged for my appearance. I've, of course, been disregarded because of my appearance. And that is a genuine issue in the world. It's something that does happen. And it's not just appearance. Like, a story time with heaven. My first day of secondary school, here, because I'm British, we say secondary. Water. Someone in my, one of my classes comes up to me and going, "Hey, I don't like your accent, so I don't like you." And that was it. That, for the rest of my time at that school, they avoided me, they didn't like me, they didn't listen to me, they didn't care. And it's a thing that happens. Is it something we can control? A little bit, but for the most part, it's a bias we all have. That they were a bit more open about it than most people would be, but it's something that happens. And it's something that's quite curious to think about in terms of psychology. And in terms of streaming. Like, we're so quick to make that snap judgment about someone. Like, hey, you sound like this, or you talk like this, so you must act like this. Right? Like, hey, you kind of sound like a League player, or you... That's mean, but... So, you must play League, right? Because you've got a voice like this. Or you must be this kind of person, because hey, you sound like this, and you look like this. Probably not true. But it's what a lot of people do. And it's kind of sad to see, especially when, like... If you make that snap judgment, fine, you know, there's no avoiding it, we all do it subconsciously, or consciously, depending on the type of person you are. But... it's then... should you be trying to overcome that? Should you be like, yes, this is my first impression of someone, yes, this is how I thought of it, it's my bias, I can't help that, but I'm still going to listen to this person. And it's that second bit that I think that gets missed out, especially in situations like Twitch, because of course, it's hard to... On Twitch, you do have to take these into account, because hey, you're here to entertain, you can't have anything that... If you don't like how someone looks, you're probably not going to watch them, that's just the fact of how Twitch works. And kind of unavoidable. But in real life, like, hey, you look like this, so I'm not going to listen to you, or hey, you look like this, so I probably don't like you, is one that I think people need to learn to get over these biases. And it's a hard thing to do, because it takes time and it takes work, and a lot of people aren't willing to put that work in. But it's important, you know? You look like this, and I don't agree with the way you live your life, or I don't agree with you presenting yourself like this. But you have a good message, you're a good person, so you're fine, and I'm not going to judge you for it. Or I'm not going to openly judge you for it. I might have my own biases, but I'm going to keep those to myself. And that is something that I think a lot of people need to start doing a little bit more. This is wholly just a rant stream, but, you know. Also, I said I liked the topic and then we went into this. Like, I apologize for lying. Sheesh. Get rid of. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, grasping at straws for a topic more than anything, but... No. I think those biases in life... It's fun to think about, because it's interesting in the way humans think and the way we do things, because, again, it comes back to them versus me. They're different to me, they're scary, I don't like it, keep them away from me. They'll say, a lot of people will say they've bought this, and that's just the way it's going to be. But say you see, it's late one night, you needed to go and pick something up from the shop. Say it's 10 or 11 o'clock at night. You need to make an emergency trip outside, so you're walking down the street. And suddenly behind you, you notice there's this person. They seem to be younger of age, let's say a teenager, and they're wearing a hoodie. And they're just walking behind you, you know they're minding their own business. It's your first instinct to be like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen, oh no, they're a bad person. Look at them, they're wearing this hoodie, they've got their hood up, they're out at night. They must be a really bad person. I bet a lot of people will say, yeah, that's how I think. And honestly, fair, you know? Because that is intimidating, but it's then, do you act upon that fear? Or do you just let them be, you know? They're vibing, they're doing their own thing. They're having a great time listening to music or whatever. But oh no, scary, they've got their hood up. Or, oh no, scary, they're out at night. They must be up to something bad. Oh, friend. Rude. I don't know. I think these biases and stuff are so interesting, but at the same time, it's not really much I can really say because it's something we all experience and there's not much that can really be done about it. It's not like, hey, this is wrong, or hey, this is right, or this is morally great. It's just, this is the thing. It happens, there's not much we can do about it. It sucks, but it's the way the human brain works. Just need to kind of, like, acknowledge it's a thing you do. Like, hey, I have these biases, hey, I'm gonna think about you like this when I first see you. But I'm gonna strive to, you know, put those biases to one side and get to know you anyway, or hey, I may not personally agree with this stuff, but you seem like a nice person, or you seem like... Or maybe not even that, like, hey, I don't personally agree with your way of life, or hey, I don't think we'd ever be friends, but we can still, you know, not be fucking offensive to each other. We don't have to start, you know, fucking brawling in the street. Where the heck am I? Where's home? Sorry. Well, that happened. I don't know. It's interesting to think about, but hard to speak about, I think. I think we'll make it a short stream just because I don't know. I ran out of topics really quickly. Let's do one more topic, and then I think we can end. Let me find another topic. Let me think. What can I see to give me inspiration? That's how I'm doing this. Huh. So if like, genuinely, let's find something lighter. I don't want to end on a, like, dark note of, like, hey, everything's bad, the world's bad. Let's find something a little bit nicer to talk about to end. What do we have? Okay, it's lighter, but it's still, we're gonna still talk about it in negative light. I think that's just how these things work for my streams. And that's Twitter's one. Twitter twins. Twenty. I'm so twenty. Haha. No. Okay. People using Twitter for clout. And I've got to be very careful about how I say this, because everyone does this and it's completely fine. You're completely valid to use Twitter for whatever you want to do. Like, that's valid, but the things that people do on Twitter. Posting for a very specific response, or doing very specific things for responses, should it stop? Not like using Twitter for clout, whatever, because we all build our communities for Twitter. It's important to do it. It's how people grow, all of that. But the hey, tag yourself, oh my god. Or hey, I'm doing this raffle that I probably won't even do, it's not real. The ones that are real, amazing, you guys are awesome for giving out free stuff. Do what you want to do. But hey, I'm just gonna post this thing, it's gonna be completely fake, it's only for the clout. Is that wrong? That's what we're gonna go with for the ending. It's like, hey, I've promised this thing. Nobody will know if I do it or not, because there's only one winner. I'll just, have a fake account win, or I will not announce the winner and just say, oh yeah, they won, don't worry, I dealt with it. Never happens. Or like, one thing I'm seeing a lot of, and this is a warning to those of you that use it more than anything, Twitter family trees, or like, hey, use this site to find out this thing and post it on Twitter, but don't worry, it'll post it for you. The people that use this is more of a warning than anything. Don't. Just don't. Not only is it dangerous in terms of you're letting something else post for yourself, you probably didn't read what the terms. You probably don't. Like you're giving it more permission than you think you are. Like it will. If you've used one of those, especially recently, check who you're following. Just see. See if you have someone muted and someone you follow that is suddenly muted. You don't know who they are. Odds are, if you've used one of those programs, you do. You're giving someone access to your account and you're not even, like, checking what access you're giving. And it's a problem. And I'm seeing it a lot. Like, oh my god, it posted for me? Yep. And you're following someone new now, and I bet you didn't notice. Well, yep, and you've just given them access to your account. Have fun! A little bit of internet safety. I completely went off of, like, clout chasing on Twitter, but here we are. So I saw that post out the corner of my eye, so I got Twitter open on my other monitor. And it just, yeah. It saddens me to see people using it constantly. Because it's not safe, don't use it, don't... Or if you use it, at least understand what you're giving permission for it to use. Temporarily. No, I think people get so caught up in, I want to post it, other people are posting this, so I want to post this, that they forget to check the safety of what the sites they're using for these trends. And it sucks, because a lot of people do this, and they're people I know, or they're people my friends, and oh no, I'm suddenly, like, my Twitter's been taken over or suspended, or it made a post and I didn't want it to. It just kind of sucks. I'm speaking as someone who's done this as well, like, that's how I know the muted thing. I posted one as well. I'm just as guilty. I think people blindly see, like, hey, this person posted this thing, it's a cool little trend that I could do, let me just click on this link, not knowing where it'll take me or anything, and I'll do it too. Oh no, my account's been suspended, what happened? Or the Twitter hacks, oh, Discord hacks, sorry, they're happening a lot. Yep. So many people are having something like, oh, this person invited me to a server, I'm not gonna question it, I'm just gonna join it. Oh, my account's gone, okay. Like, if you're online, and especially if you're a VTuber, take a little bit of internet safety. You know? Be cautious of what you click, all of the usual stuff. This has become a lesson. I did not mean for this, but here we are. Like, protect yourself. Don't just click on links because you think it's the trend on Twitter, or it's, oh, I might have a chance to talk to so-and-so. I should definitely click on this thing. No. Check it, make sure everything's safe, and then maybe do it. But even then, maybe not. It gets spammed so much on timelines. Do something original. That's a personal thing, not a bad thing, but... I think people get so caught up in, like, I must make content, I must post, I must do this thing, that they kind of lose their head a little bit and do some dumb things. And it sucks when that happens, because you see people's accounts being taken down, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, all of it. You're just kind of left like, oh. Well, guess I lose all of that now. Yay. Granted, I am not someone to be talking about internet safety. I dox myself at least once a week and all that, but... even so. Protect everything. Keep yourself safe. The internet's a scary place. Because I'm on it, haha! But... oops. No, I let my tea get cold. Thatch. Okay, lighter topic. Seeing as we're listening to it, I know I said at the end after that topic, but extremely light topic. Just because we're listening to the soundtrack. Splatoon 3 is out this weekend. Well, at least it is where I am. Which means, of course, I'm going to be streaming Splatoon. I am so heckin' excited. But, of course, I'm also busy that weekend, so it won't be straight away. Probably going to be a Tuesday stream. Don't take my word for that, because I can't really plan too far ahead, because I've got a lot going on in real life, but I'm so excited to play Splatoon, and I'll be playing the heck out of it once I get the game. I hope you guys will join me for that, because I'm so hyped. Like, this year, game-wise, it's looking good, I plan to stream some of it. Like, we've got Splatoon coming out, we've got the new Pokemon coming out, which I'm excited for. And a little bit scared for. It's not something I'll stream, just because I want to enjoy the game myself and experience it for myself, without worrying about, like, doing X amount and only that amount for stream, not being able to play it at my own time. But maybe we'll do some things on it after I've completed the story or something, we'll see. But yeah. I'm so hyped for this year, we've got so many cool games, I'm hoping that my situation here gets a little better or more stable, so I'll be able to stream with you guys a little bit more often. I'll be able to get a schedule back going. Hopefully, we'll see. Because, like, I've missed streaming you guys, and I think you can see that with how many times I've streamed the last couple of weeks, but I just want to hang out, and I want to play games with you guys again. And I want to have these discussions like we have on these streams today, because I want to do this more often. Granted, I have to prepare them a little bit better than I have today, but I think streaming and playing games and all that needs to come back. And these podcasty streams are going to start becoming more and more of a thing. Because I want to talk about issues that go on in the community. Or just life in general. And I think they're fun to talk about. And I hope you guys echo that sentiment. Because, I'm not going to stop making them. I enjoy them too much. But because it gives me a chance to learn about different perspectives, different worldviews. And it brings light to certain topics. To the like, one person that watches these streams. But you know what I mean. I think it's important to talk about them, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be hitting all of the topics. A lot of them are going to be hard topics, because that's what I enjoy. All the morally grey questions, and all that good stuff. I hope you guys will bear with me for that. Also, something I started preparing before I started streaming. It's not ready yet. But what I'm going to do, all Minecraft streams that are like this one, because not all my Minecraft streams will be like this one, but all my podcasty streams are going to be put onto my YouTube channel. They're going to have their own playlist. So if anyone wants to see a topic that they may have missed, or want to go back and listen to what I had to say about a topic, that'll all be on YouTube from now on. Or from tomorrow onwards, I think it's going to end up being the case, because it'll take me forever to edit, like, the first half of the other stream out. And I've got to download it. Yeah, they'll be up eventually. I think that's a cool way to do it, because then you've got all my opinions and topics on, ideas on these things there, and it also brings light to them for the people that find me on YouTube. Which is basically no one, because I upload extremely long videos, and that's just not going to do well, but here we are. I want to talk more about hard subjects. I want people to understand hard topics, or discuss them more openly. Especially on this, because people get scared to voice opinions, both in real life and online, myself included. And I want that kind of safe space here now. We're going to talk about these hard topics, we're going to bring light to them, and we're going to try and discuss topics that may not have a right or wrong answer. Just, this is the thing that happens, it may not be right, it may be grey. You may have your own opinions, they may differ from mine, and that's perfect, that's what I want. I want to see people's way of thinking. And I hope you guys will bear with me while I try and, nail down the format for these sorts of streams. It's going to take me some time, this is only the second time I'm doing something like this. And we'll do more of them, and we'll get better at it, and we'll have better formats, and we'll have better, planning in terms of what we'll talk about. And hopefully, as people watch the stream, we can talk about them more, openly. God hacking, damn it, Dank! Welcome in, you catch me right as I'm about to end. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for the bits. Even if you made me look at Discord, damn it. I thought I was about to get a fucking message being like, hey, shut up. Stop it. You've cancelled yourself already. Scary on streams like this. Thank you. You're such a screen then. I'm glad you're doing well, and we're having a time today. I've had fun, we've talked about some difficult topics, and it's all been good. All in good fun. Yeah, okay. So, the plan for the rest of the week. And I do have, let me get my plan up, because I don't want to misspeak. Tomorrow, I do not have a time for this, because the person planning this forgot to tell me a time. I have a Minecraft collab. We're not going to be doing a chatting stream like we did today for Minecraft, but we will be going to the end and defeating the end dragon, and doing some end busting, and hanging out with the rest of the server, and maybe doing a bit of RP. We'll see. And then I'll be live again on Thursday at 8 AM BST, doing some Mario Party with some awesome people, which I probably shouldn't say yet, in terms of who they are, but yeah. No, it's going to be a fun week. I hope you guys will join me on the journey. Yeah, thank you. That's broken. Okay, while I'm getting ready to raid, thank you to everyone that joined me today. Thank you, Dank, for the bits, even if you scared me half to death with them. God damn. And thank you to everyone that joined in the conversation. And yeah. Everyone that just lurked. Means a lot. I'll follow you to the end. Oh well. Heck yeah, Dank. That's... I'll follow you always, don't you? Where's my hug emote? God damn. There. Kettle. All the hugs. Yeah, I can awesome beam. Oh, they ended. I want to raid those. Oh. Sad. The person I had in mind to raid has already ended. this person's life, though. Wait, when was the last time? I have bad memory. Let me check when I last raided them. How's it been recent? Why do I want no music? Why is there suddenly no music? Ah! I'm forever cursed when it comes to timing. Feels bad, man. Have I raided this? Come on, Twitch, please load. I just want to see my recent raids. Less. So we're gonna raid Dank Ghost. It's gonna be an offline raid. Show them all of the left. If we can't find someone, I might actually do that. We'll see. If I've raided this person recently, that might be exactly where we go. Go to your friend? Who do you have in mind, Dank? Always open to suggestions. Oh, I broke something. Aha. No, echo bad. Ah! Wait, they're live right now? They are live right now. You know, let's get them to affiliate, or at least try. I didn't see their name. Oop. Yeah. Go and show this person all of that in love. If you're lurking, please give them a follow. Let's try and get them to affiliate. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoy this sort of thing, because it's temper. It's something I'm trying. It's new, and hopefully it'll be good. Yeah, all of the love, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. Haha. Love you, Dank.